We have provided telemetry. That's something which is similar to the Formula One, where you see all the data of the car in the screen while it's on the racetrack.
It's the day before the race. The Lechner team is still testing, lap after lap after lap.
Hey, good to see you. Been a while. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Can't complain. How's the race, the training, the testing? How was it?
Yeah, it was good, but you see, we are working on the data, so we have to find some tents, but we are working on it. We are running a GT3 Cup Challenge, GT3 Cup Challenge Middle East. Only with Porsches. We have 2012, 2011 and 2010 models here. And this is the third year we are running the Porsches here, this GT3 Cup series. And we are very successful. This is a good championship. And we have many famous drivers from Saudi, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait.
One of them is a star, Abdulaziz Al Faisal, a member of the Saudi royal family. Does he think it is a privilege for the wealthy to race cars in the Middle East?
Throughout history in Europe, in the beginning it was the well-capable, wealthy men that went racing because they could afford it. And nowadays, this is how it's starting also in the region. So you have the wealthy drivers who like their Porsches and the other fast cars that they like to drive, and then say, hey, I can drive a fast car on the road, I should go racing. But I think motorsport has nothing to do with being a petrolhead, if you can say that. But I think that's what people are starting to understand now, that it's actually motorsport. You need to be physically fit. You need to do a lot of training. You need to understand physics, to understand the cars, and to expand your knowledge about racing and all of these things.
Abdulaziz started professional racing 4 years ago, and his popularity has clearly boosted the sport's image.
You've seen the growth of motorsport in the past couple of years with the opening of the Formula One tracks in Bahrain and in Abu Dhabi, and the MotoGP also races comes to Qatar, and there's one racetrack in Saudi Arabia. So now we have about, I think, 6 racetracks in the region, in a very close region where only 7 years ago there isn't one racetrack in the region. So that's how fast and rapid and important motorsport is developing in the region. I love cars. My father loved cars, and I just loved buying parts and doing them on my road car. And then I got an email when the Bahraini racetrack opened, and saying that they have a Formula BMW school in Bahrain that we can, if I'm interested into coming. I don't know how they got my email. And I did the first race about 3 months later, and I won the race. So I think that was the trigger that actually got me into it, yeah.
But now back to work. And while His Highness notches up the laps, Alex Renner Motors telemetry tells the team in the pit stop if the Prince is fast enough.
We have a long partnership with IRM, with Alex Renner. He's doing many jobs for us, and he's always helpful, and he's 24 hours available for us. He was last year very successful here in motor racing. He won the GTB championship with some Porsche, like our Porsches, and so we have a good relationship, and he have a big and great new workshop here in Dubai. And the people know him, and we're happy to have Alex here.
But Alex is already back in his shop, planning the next day of business. And like every day, rows of Porsches, Maseratis, and Ferraris will be waiting to be taken care of. Alex Renner is yet another day closer to realizing his dream, to run the most luxurious garage in the entire Middle East.